Good morning, kids. I hope you all are fine, and I also hope that you have learnt from your elders. Remember the story that I told you, the darkened sea, about Yuki, how Yuki saved the village from the tsunami? Yes, because he remembered what his grandfather told him once. So, children, we should always love, respect, and learn from our elders. They have a lot of experience, right? So, now today I am going to tell you the words to know and other activity of this lesson. So, let's get started. We'll start with words to know. The first one is nestled, situated safely. So it is Yuki's village was nestled in a very safe mountain, on a very safe mountain, or on a very safe seashore. Spectacular, grand, something very big. Multitude, large number. Multitude means increasing, right? Increasing numbers. Calamity, danger. So anything which is dangerous for humans, for animals, that is what is known as calamities. For example, cyclone, volcano, tsunami, all these are what? All these are natural disaster. These are dangerous. These are calamities. Ebbed, followed back. That means going backward. Debris, broken pieces of material that are left. So after the sea ruined all the village with the water and rushing water, what was left behind is known as debris. Okay, now be mindful. Sit still, close your eyes, breathe, be aware of each breath. Also be aware of the world you are living in. The mountains, the rivers, the birds, the animals, the small creatures, and your fellow humans. Think about how you can help each one of them. Think about how compassion helps both the givers and the receiver. Both are enriched, both are benefited, both are fulfilled. So children, again I am telling you, just sit down, close your eyes and keep your mind calm. Just listen to the sounds that you see. Just think about the birds, the mountains, the animals, your friends, your parents, your grandfather, or your neighbors. See how can you help each other, and when we help each other with love and compassion, we develop ourselves into better human beings. Okay, and we are benefited by this positive attitude, right? If we help somebody or if we make someone happy, we ourselves feel happy from inside. So always treat everybody with love, care and compassion. Try to help people, animals, everything around you as much as you can, children. Okay, now let's see the question and answers. Where did Yuki live? Where did he live? He was nestled by a shore below a small mountain. What did he remember when he saw the sea moving back? So he remembered that when the sea starts moving back, there is a cyclone which is about to come, or a tsunami which is about to come. Why did he burn the crops? He burned the crop because the villagers were not listening to him and going on the mountain. So to get them on the mountain, to save their lives, he burnt all his wheat crops. What did the villagers say to him? So when Yuki said that, come, let's run away to the mountain, the sea is not safe, they all started laughing at him, right? And they said that, what are you talking about? Let us enjoy the view and the sand that is there. What danger was caused by the tsunami? So the tsunami, the danger was that the sea was moving back and then it was rushing back with lot of force. The water is coming to their village and destroyed their houses and fields and everything. What was Yuki watching from the top of the mountain? So Yuki was watching that the sea was flowing backwards to the horizon very fast, and he was getting worried. What did he feel underneath his feet. So he felt an earthquake beneath his feet, right? What did Yuki's grandfather teach him? Yuki's grandfather taught him that when the sea starts moving backward very fast, and if you can see the shore very much, that means there is a big tsunami which is about to come. So you should be very, very alert. Right, children? Now let's see the activity B. One day you are all alone at the house and you see fire in the neighborhood. The phone is not working. Your parents have advised you not to go out alone. What will you do? Think and write here and then share it with the class. So children, think about it. If you see a fire in your neighborhood, how are you going to inform others, or what actions you will take to get that fire down? Okay, write it in the blank space that you have. Now we have got Tony and Tutu again. Why are you crying, Tony? My grandpa scolded me for coming home late last night. I am a grown up. He shouldn't have scolded me. He cares for you. He has told you so many times before that you should come home before dusk. Well, yeah, the forest does get dangerous at night. So now today Monkey is crying because his grandfather scolded him. He's coming late at home in the evening. So grandfather has scolded him, asking him to come early before the sun sets. Now the bird is saying, Tutu is saying that you should listen to your grandfather because the forest is dangerous at night. You might get somebody bite you, insect or snake or anything. So you should reach on time. So children, you also be at home only. If you are going out to play, make sure that you come before the sunset. Don't talk to strangers. Don't go out far away from your house. Stay close by and play. Right. Now let's see subject connect. Now children, this you have to do yourself. I will tell you how to do this. Mention 3 natural disasters and answer the following questions. Now what are the natural disasters, children? Anything which is harmful for human, plants or animal. Anything which is harmful for the nature basically. So I will give you examples. Some examples are cyclone, earthquake and tsunami. These are what? Natural disaster. ये पूरा दुनिया को उथल पुथल कर देते हैं ना. जब सुनामी आता है तो अभी चेन्नई में कितना बड़ा सुनामी आया था, तो सब परेशान हो जाते हैं, पानी में घर बह जाते हैं. सो नाउ द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन सेज हाउ कैन बी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर दिस डिजास्टर. सो हाउ शुड यू बी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर दिस disasters? So try finding out the 3 natural disasters and how should you be prepared for it. So first one I will tell you. For example, if you are taking cyclone, how should you be prepared for it? You should repair all your loose tiles and rooftops. घर की सारी छतें और जो भी टाइल्स वाइज है उन सबको पक्का कर देना, क्योंकि साइक्लोन क्या होता है? आंधी तूफान होता है. Keeping all your trees which are there near your house trimmed. उनकी सारी branches छोटी छोटी काट देना ताकि वो हवा से किसी जानवर पे या इंसान पे या गाड़ी पे नहीं गिर जाए. Right? This is the way you can prepare when you feel that there is a cyclone which is about to come. How can we save ourselves from the destruction caused by them? तो ये भी आपको करना है. You need to find ways to save yourself. So first you need to find out 3 natural disasters. Second, you need to prepare for these disasters. And third, how you have to save yourself. Right? So you have to do this activity also when you have free time. Now, value for life. Natural disaster can also be human made. For example, landslides are the natural disaster by human has contributed to frequent occurrence of landslide through rapid deforestation, constructions of roads and tunnels. Similarly, human activities are also the reason behind flood of urban towns and cities. In the space given below, stick image of a flood in Mumbai or Chennai and list few reasons how flood are human made disaster. Very nice, children. So now cyclone is also a human made disaster, children. Even landslide is also a human made disaster. How? because we have built so many roads and tunnels and we have cut all the trees. हमने सारे पेड़ वेड़ सब काट रखे हैं, तो उससे क्या होता है, लैंडस्लाइड क्या होती है, जब आपकी मिट्टी नीचे की तरफ धंसने लग जाती है. सो व्हेन यू डोंट हैव एनीथिंग टू स्टॉप द मड और द स्टोन, then the mud and everything falls on the road. that is why what is called as landslides. and जब हम ज़्यादा पेड़ काट देते हैं, हम ट्रेन्स के लिए टनल्स बनाते हैं, रोड्स बनाते हैं, ब्रिजेस बनाते हैं, that is human made landslides, right? So what you need to do is you need to find a image of flood in Mumbai and Chennai and see how these are human made disaster. So look for the answers and see how they are human made and write it down in the space that you have. Okay, now be wise. Just like our elders, nature is a good teacher. Given below are some images representing various natural events. Write a lesson under each image that you have learned from them. First one is done for you. The first one is, oh sun, it says I have learned to be truthful from the sun. Yes, so just shine and give your light to everyone. Second is moon. What does moon teaches us? Moon teaches us that we should follow with the rhythm of life. We should keep ourselves balanced mentally and physically and follow as the life is going on. River says that we should flow we should sing and flow with the life. If it is good time, we should move on. If it is a bad time, we should move on, because it is all a part of life. It is all depends on how we look at situation, how we solve them, and how passionate and aggressive we are to get that problem solved. So just like river keep flowing. Stars, stars are that we should appreciate each other, and everybody is a shining star, right? So we should respect and love and appreciate each other. Now we have tree. Tree says that you should always be rooted, right? Whatever you achieve in life, but your ground should always be rooted, right? And whatever situation it is, there are good times when your leaves start shedding. In your good times you get good fruits. In your bad times you get autumn is the time when your leaf starts shedding off, but then that's a phase of life, that's a phase of tree life, right? So we should flow with it. Then we have mountain, we have cloud, we have honeybee, oh wow, we have birds and we have flowers. So what you learn from other four things, you have to write it down. Right, now activity. Make a list of 3 things that you have learned from your elders. Give example, how have you learned them in your life. Now you have to learn 3 things from your elders and give example to them. Now, and write it down in the space you have. Undertake the following suggestion to prepare yourself against the fire accident. Now children, we have to ideally do it in the school. So when we start our school and when we meet, we will do this exercise of how we can, what suggestions we can have for fire accident, how we can prevent them and how we can save them. So I'll just explain you this. Ask the school authority to arrange a fire drill, that we have to do it in the school. Make sure you read the instruction to carry out the case of fire, which is pinned on each floor. So on each floor there is a fire rules that we need to follow. Practice how to evacuate your school building in case of calamity. So if there is a fire in the school, then we need to see and practice how we move out of the school. That we will do when we come to school. Okay, so this is all about the duck and sea and learning from your elders. So keep learning from your elders, listen to them, see how they solve problems in their life, and be good children. I will see you next week with one more new story and value for life. Till that time, be safe and take care. Goodbye.